Hey everybody, I'm ExxotikGaming. Hope you're all having a great day. So, in case you've been living under a rock, VALORANT Mobile is coming, and it's going to join the ranks of games like Call of Duty Warzone Mobile and Apex Legends Mobile of being one of the biggest mobile first-person shooters of 2022. And I truly believe it. The game is going to be massive. There's going to be millions of active players, and there's going to be tournaments and competition unlike anything we have ever seen before. And we already know the game looks good. I've posted lots of leaked gameplay videos on my channel already. So if you want to see what VALORANT Mobile actually looks like, you might as well subscribe because there's been a beta test in China right now. I've obtained some of that leaked gameplay, and I've been posting some of that gameplay on my channel for you guys to see. Now, considering the fact that they have been doing a test in China, and a lot of people in China can't afford the top-of-the-line gaming phones with lots of RAM, many of them have some budget low-end devices, many of these players have been voicing their concerns that the game might be a little bit too intensive and they want a lighter version of VALORANT. And I truly think the developers are going to listen to that, and in a couple of months from now, I wouldn't be surprised if we can actually decide between VALORANT Mobile and a VALORANT Mobile Lite app to download when we want to play the game. It's going to be just like PUBG Mobile, where we have PUBG Mobile, we have new states, and then we have PUBG Mobile Lite. You can decide between those different games. I think VALORANT Mobile might follow that same path. Now, at the moment, none of us can actually play VALORANT Mobile. There's only been a test in China, and it's very secretive. Not too many people have actually been able to play the game. So the next best thing that we can actually play to VALORANT Mobile is a game called Hyperfront. If you've never heard of Hyperfront before, it's a game by NetEase, one of their better games, and it's actually a lot of fun. It's basically VALORANT Mobile. It's very similar to the actual game. I mean, I've seen gameplay of both games. Looks pretty much like the same thing. And if you want to play that game, well, it just recently got released, and anybody around the world can play Hyperfront while they're waiting for VALORANT Mobile to release. And the coolest thing is they actually released a Hyperfront Lite app for people that can't really run Hyperfront all too well. I figured I'd let you guys know about this because even when VALORANT Mobile comes out, you might still not be able to play the game if you have too low end of a device, and Hyperfront Lite might be the best thing that you can play that's similar to VALORANT Mobile. I'm going to provide a download link down in the description as well as instructions on how you can actually download Hyperfront Lite. Not everybody can actually play the game. I personally can't. I don't have any device that's compatible with Hyperfront Lite, but there are some people out there that are watching this video that have a low-end device that is compatible with Hyperfront Lite, so I figured I'd let you guys know about that so you can actually play that game if you can't really play Hyperfront or even VALORANT Mobile all too well. But yeah, giving you guys a heads up about Hyperfront Lite as well as the potential VALORANT Mobile Lite whenever that game finally does come out, and hope you guys do enjoy. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe down below for more content on all sorts of different mobile games. I make videos on so many cool new mobile shooting games. If you like shooting games for your mobile device, you want to subscribe to this channel. And yeah, what I'm actually going to do in today's video is show you guys some gameplay in Hyperfront, the original one, not Hyperfront Lite, because as I told you guys, I can't play Hyperfront Lite. It's not compatible on my device, to basically show you guys everything you need to know regarding Hyperfront Lite, because Hyperfront Lite is honestly going to be pretty similar to this game, and if I show you guys gameplay of this is pretty much everything you need to know regarding Hyperfront Lite. But I also want to compare these two games, Hyperfront and VALORANT, and talk about some of the pros and cons of both games. I think VALORANT Mobile is going to be a massive game. I talked about that earlier on in this video, and I really think, honestly, when VALORANT does come out for mobile devices, Hyperfront is going to die. I understand a lot of people really hate on Hyperfront, and I really do think this game does get a bad rap. I understand the frustrations that everybody has about this game, but in all honesty, it's actually a pretty good game, even though it is a direct ripoff of VALORANT, and I'm not denying that, okay? I'm not saying this game is original in any sense of the word. At least NetEase actually did a good job at making a ripoff of VALORANT. This is the whole thing with NetEase. This is nothing new, all right? NetEase is a company that likes to capitalize on a trend. They make their own version of that game before the official one comes out in the hopes that they can get a lot of players to stick around and play their game before their game inevitably dies. They did this years ago with Rules of Survival. They found out that PUBG was coming from mobile devices, so they released Rules of Survival, they released Knives Out, and I think there was even another game that they released, and they did that. The games were out, they were extremely successful, and then when PUBG Mobile came out, the games eventually died. They did this with Escape from Tarkov Mobile, Badlanders, and a couple of other games, and yeah, I guess this is the same thing right now with Valorant. Now, the interesting thing is I've told you guys that I really truly expect a VALORANT Mobile Lite to come out, but that's not 100% a guarantee. And I think the developers of Hyperfront are hoping that there's never going to be a VALORANT Mobile Lite. They're releasing this Hyperfront Lite game in the hopes that the people that can't play VALORANT Mobile are going to be able to switch over to Hyperfront Lite and play their game. So, in all honesty, Hyperfront might actually be a game that stays popular purely because it's going to be like Free Fire, in that it's going to be the perfect game for people that want a Valorant-like experience but can't play the real game because the real game lags too much on their phone. I don't really know. I'm not 100% sure about that, but it really seems like that's the direction that this game is taking, and I honestly would not be surprised if Hyperfront Lite gets more frequent updates and they focus a lot more of their attention on that game in comparison to the real Hyperfront. But hey, you know what? I'm rambling about that front here. We can see the gameplay. There's a lot of things that this game does very similar to Valorant. One of those was one that you saw right there. Dude, the recoil control is a little bit weird with a lot of these weapons. For instance, the AK-47 that I use right there. A little bit weird. It's not something that I'm used to, and I want to apologize for my gameplay. I know I suck. I'm not very good. I don't play this game too much, okay? But I just wanted to show you guys this gameplay, and I like it. I like it. At least they put time and care into making this game. They didn't make such a ripoff that it sucks. It's actually an enjoyable game, and I think if you download Hyperfront and Hyperfront Lite, and you go into the game with the mentality that, you know, it's not going to be a game that you're going to play for years and hours every single day, but you want this arcadey, Valorant-like experience that you can play for a little bit, maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes a day, just to have some fun, maybe even with your friends. This is going to be a game that's going to do that job very, very well. Take a look at this, though. I mean, take a look at the weapon inspections and the map design and everything. The Barrett looks absolutely insane, and I want to warn you, the next minute or so, I'm going to be a complete and utter noob. I suck with the snipers in this game. I have a lot to learn. I am bad. It's actually pretty cool. You can switch between a 2x scope and a 4x scope with the Barrett, which is actually really interesting. And just look at this. Look at this. I freaked out. I tried to use my pistol. I missed all of my shots. And then wait. Look at my sniper. Oh my god, I missed. And then I'm going to miss again. I'm going to miss again. Complete miss at point blank range. But then I came in clutch and I killed the guy. So I didn't completely fail. It would have been very, very embarrassing if I just completely died there. But I do want to say a couple of other things. I do believe in the very beginning you're going to play a lot of bots. You're going to play up against a lot of bots, I should say. Most of the people that I'm going up against in this match are probably bots. I'm not going to lie. It's not like I'm going up against a full list of real players, but I can tell when somebody is a real player, and there's at least a couple of them that I've seen in this match so far. So, you know, you have to pick and choose and see which matches you jump into. There might be some players earlier on, but you actually have to play and level up your character more and more, just like a lot of other games, until you actually go up against real players. Look at this. Look at it. The bots, they get in your way. I was trying to move just then, and they were just blocking my way. What's wrong with them? I have no idea. Now, another thing, if you want to look like a pro in Hyperfront or Valorant or like any game that's like CSGO, switch to your knife all the time, okay? Switch to your knife because you run a little bit faster. It's like probably plus 125% movement speed. I don't really know the exact thing, but when you switch to your knife and it spins around in your hands and then you run around with a knife, you look so much better than you actually are. If you sit there and you try to make a YouTube video and you just run around with your gun and you never switch to your knife, people are going to roast you in the comment section. And if I ever do this in a future Hyperfront or Valorant video, please roast me in the comment section so I don't do that mistake again. Also, feel free to roast me for using that trap right there. I have no idea how to use the traps in this game because this is a character that I've never used before. This is a character called Coldcast, and I look like such a noob. Oh my god. It's like I'm reacting to those Valorant mobile leaks that came out a couple of months ago, where it was like some complete bot of a Chinese player that was recording it, and they sucked, right? But you know what? It doesn't matter. There's only one time in this video where I actually died to a bot. That's probably going to come up, I think, right now. I'm not 100% sure. Is this the match where I switched to a shotgun? Let's find out. It's either the shotgun or the M249. No. Okay. You're not going to see me die to a bot yet. Just wait. Just wait. It's going to happen. But, man, that M249, that looks powerful. That looks good. And I truly think that really the only differences between Front Lite and the original Front might be the graphics, maybe some of the special effects, like, actually, take a look at the M249 right now. The barrel gets hot, and then it stays like this red color for a little bit. I don't know why I was using a knife just then. That was very, very smart of me. Using a knife from 15 feet away, that's really going to do a lot of damage there, ExxotikGaming. I am a pro Front player. Let's just say that. But it doesn't matter. My friends, the bots, they've eliminated all the enemy opponents, and it's all okay. But, yeah. When it actually comes to Hyperfronts, I truly think that the only big differences between the Lite version and the real one is there's going to be less content. It might have simplistic graphics in comparison to the real one. And it might not look as detailed. Like, I mean, that looks really detailed. It looks really, really good. The graphics for Hyperfronts are some of the best that we see in a mobile shooting game, which is pretty impressive. I don't even know if I'm using that ability right, but take a look at that! I shot a guy with a shotgun all the way across the map. Are shotguns broken in Hyperfronts? I don't know. Can somebody let me know in the comments? Because I think the shotguns might be broken. But take a look at this. Oh my god, when it goes to the next clip here, it's gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. Oh no. I'm sitting there, I see the bot, I start shooting. Oh no, I gotta reload, and I'm already like at 1% health. And I try, and I die to a bot. That's just so embarrassing. You can feel free to roast me in the comment section. That's okay. But guess what? You know what? My teammate is coming in clutch, and they are defusing the bomb, and everything is okay. Now, as we're wrapping up this final match here, to basically give you a rundown for this game, if you still haven't caught on and you're deciding whether or not you want to download Hyperfront or Front Lite, you don't really understand. It's just like CSGO, just like Valorant, just like a lot of other games, to be honest. You have attackers, you have defenders. The attackers have to plant the bomb. The defenders have to prevent the attackers from planting the bomb. They can do this by either killing all 5 enemies, or if the attackers actually manage to plant the bomb, they can defuse it. And if they manage to successfully defuse the bomb, then it's good. Everything is okay. But honestly, I mean, from the gameplay that you've seen right here, I can truly think that this game is going to be massive in terms of the competition and the tournaments and all that type of stuff. This game is going to be huge. And when I'm talking about this game, I'm referring to VALORANT Mobile and maybe VALORANT Mobile Lite. I'm not referring to Hyperfront. Let's just be very clear about that. I think this game is going to be huge. VALORANT Mobile is going to have awesome competitions and tournaments, and who knows? Maybe your boy ExxotikGaming might actually be a part of them. I don't really know what the future might hold. But there we go. Some stupid person on my team became the MVP, and I have no idea how... What did they do? How are you the MVP? What are you, shooting a woman in the crotch? You can't even get any headshot. All for die, and then there's me. The highlights of ExxotikGaming. I love like the whole UI and layout of everything in this game. It's very clean. Yeah, look at that, ExxotikGaming on fire. Deadly gunslinger. Is there another clip? With the pistol. With the pistol. Beautiful. And I'm not missing any shots. I'm not missing any shots. I suck. I suck. Well, you know what? Honestly, I feel like that's a good way to end off this video. We did great. I know I'm not very good at this game, but I got 17 kills, 1 death. That's not half bad. I definitely have a lot to learn, and if you would like to see more videos on Hyperfront as well as VALORANT Mobile whenever that game comes out, make sure to subscribe, and do subscribe because whenever there's another leak for VALORANT Mobile, I'm going to post that on a video in the near future. Thank you so much for tuning in, though, guys. I really hope you did enjoy. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe. I might have just said that already, but whatever. It doesn't matter. And I will see you all in the next episode.